Alright guys, here is the chassis that I was referring to earlier. This is also a 1960s, 62 I think this is what the gentleman told me. I could be mistaken. But the frame is actually in really good shape. As you can see, just a little bit of surface rust here and there, but no real major pitting or anything like that. This would be a great chassis to put under either one of those trucks. If I was to personally do it, I'd probably put it underneath the red truck because the red truck needs less work done to it. But you know, like I said, it's a package deal, so you can go with either the wagon or the panel. I do have. This is a Chevy Dana 44 front axle that is included. I do actually have all the parts to rebuild this, I believe. You can't quote me on it, but I know I've got rotors, I've got calipers. I believe I have the U-joints for the front. But whatever I have, oh, and I have new lug nuts also for it. Or excuse me, studs, not lug nuts. And the this is a Dana 60 closed front axle. This is actually the axle that was underneath the blue 1960. However, I had a U-joint that exploded, which actually caused the axle to break. However, there are some good parts on this axle still, so that's why I've kept it around. There is another Dana 60 underneath the rear here. The hoods, this one is pretty rotted out. If you wanted it for the sheet metal, you can have it. If not, I'll just put it in my scrap pile. And there is this hood here. Which is actually in pretty good condition. It did have a weld patch put in here. It does have a couple holes up there. I believe this is off of a old fire rescue style of ambulance or something. I do have some leaf springs. Those I believe are rear leaf springs. I think they're out of a Chevy, but you could use the leaves out of them, but not the overall purchase. But like I said, you know, it's kind of a package deal. If you want it, you can have it. And then these poles right here are, yeah, here's the other end of it. These poles here are actually what creates that big gantry or A-frame, whatever you want to call it, for winching. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be happy to answer the questions. The only thing that I did notice on this axle, or excuse me, not axle, frame, is that this pivot point right here is seized up. I mean, you can still see the greasable Zerk right here, and it's actually in really good shape. So I don't think that there's going to be too much that you have to do to actually get these freed up. Probably, you know, just some heat from a torch, and you can free those up. Now, on the chassis that I have out there underneath the blue truck, these are actually broken. And that was kind of the ultimatum for me as to why I kind of walked away from the whole project, because I had a feeling I was going to be putting a whole chassis underneath it, which I had, and which is obviously what you see here. But I don't really have the time, the space, or the wants to do it right now. So I'm passing it on to the next person. So I've kept the starting bid very low, just to show my ambition to have the vehicles go to a happy home. So I want to keep them out of the scrapyard, you know, and keep them in the USA rather than send them off to China and China send them back to us. So if you have any questions, please email me and I'll gladly